Is this thing on? Cheers. Can't really tell. Oh, nice. I can see the chat. Cool. Okay. What's up? My name is John. I play in a band called Gnawing. Today we put out a 7-inch on Refresh Records, and this was supposed to be our release weekend, but obviously shows are not happening now, so I'm going to play a couple songs for y'all. Okay, here we go. If you can't hear anything, tell me in the chat, and I don't know, try and fix it somehow. Okay. I'm not afraid to admit I was jealous of it. I think I could be with you while I'm sitting alone. I'm not one to boast. We'll live on different coasts, but I hear your voice all the time. It'll live inside my mind. I'm not afraid to admit I was jealous a bit. I think I could be with you while I'm sitting alone. I don't wanna live forever, but if it's with you, I just might. Looking forward to the day that I'll see you every night. I'm not afraid to admit I was jealous a bit. I think I could be with you while I'm sitting alone. While you're far away, please don't forget me. And if you're here to stay, don't forget me. Might not have a lot, but you are it all. Make it work now. Jealous of it all. This is a badass guitar solo here, but that is not happening. I'm not afraid to admit I was jealous a bit. Yeah, they got to be with you while I'm sitting alone, standing in my room, sitting by the phone. Guess it took a bit. I was jealous a bit. Thank you. Thanks for assembling the 7 inches, Josh. How's everything sound? Can everybody hear everything? Is everything chill? Cool. Nothing in the chat. Oh, sounds great. Great. Perfect. All right, cool. Moving on. So this is a new song. We have not played it live because we haven't played live since January, February. And I had a really great idea, and thank you, Chris, my friend Chris Smith of the Gooch Dogs. He let me borrow this little drum machine, and I had a really good idea to run the drum machine with the song, but it is way too much for this little webcam's tiny little microphone, so here goes with no drum beat. It's going to be sick. Can't wait. All right. Oh, hold on. Since it is a new song, I'm going to cheat and read the words because this isn't a real show and you can't see what I'm doing. All right. bastard dog can go to hell. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Only time will tell. My quota's in a wishing well. Thought it was just a hole, cold and filled with mold. Wishing well, my quota's in the wishing well. Thought it was just a hole, cold and filled with mold. That one's really fun without any other instruments. I don't need to talk in between every song. I'll just keep playing. Cool. They said I'm too personal, play all my cards at hand. Well, I'm sorry for being happy, and I'm sorry for saying it loud. I wish I hadn't said it when the whole world wants you down. The part so perfect, goody, drunk and deserved. But I learned my lesson as far as I'm concerned. Fuck your public image, and now I'm not concerned. Now I've just one question to make sure I've heard. Why can't I should be happy to have people that care. You're living my life, it doesn't seem quite there. It seems nosy and subservient, and I don't seem to care. But I'm paying attention and keeping track of who's there. Why can't be happy for me? I'm glad alive and happy to be walking around feeling free. Why can't be happy for me? That song usually ends with a really cool guitar solo, but once again, that sounds stupid by itself, so we're not doing that. I need a sip of my tea. when I was a young punk. Yes, I can see the chat. Big dog, 20 forever. When I was a younger and more influenceable person, I was watching a Tom Waits video on YouTube in my college dorm, and he always said that he had a beer and a tea on stage with him while he was playing, and that was really cool to me when I was 19. So I always wanted to do that, but you can't make tea in venues. That's really hard a lot of the times. So skip the tea. Cool. Moving on. So yeah, new record today, out on Refresh Records. You can still order it now. It comes with a really cool T-shirt that my friend Emily designed, which features the three of us as Pez, which is incredible to me in concept and in execution. Also, 50% of the profits made from the show tonight, any donations, not profits, that sounds awful, any of the donations tonight go to the Mutual Aid Distro of Richmond, who are doing really cool work in Richmond, helping out with families and people who were impacted by the COVID-19, which is really all of us, but some of us have a little bit better off standing than other people. This is another new one. I'm going to mostly play new ones. Hey, Allie. Thanks for chatting. This is another new one. Yeah, I'm just going to cut right into her. Yes, I wanna be a friend. Send the contract, tell me where and when. Yes, I wanna be a friend. Send the contract, tell me where and when. Yes, I wanna be a friend. Send the contract, tell me where and when. Yes, I wanna be a friend. Send the contract and tell me where and when. The string band got somebody pregnant. I hope not. Cool. So, it would be really boring if I just played songs that you had never heard before because we are in the process of writing an LP. So all of those songs are really in my frontal lobe of my brain. Also on the tape, there's only really 2 songs that work well by themselves, acoustically. So I thought it would be fun to throw in some covers. And this one in particular goes out to the Hot Guy chat room. All of my hot guys in the chat room. This one is for y'all. I need more tea. Hold on. Did you hear that? That was a sore throat. But not a COVID sore throat, just a sore throat. Usually my banter is, where I really hit my prime because I can't really play guitar and I can't really sing. But it's really strange making banter to myself into a webcam. Can't super read the chat. Alright, cool. Well, when you're sitting there in your silk upholstered chair, talking to some rich folk that you know, well, I hope you don't see me in my ragged company. You know I could never be alone. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground. You can send me dead flowers every morning. Send me dead flowers by the mail. Send me dead flowers to my wedding. And I won't forget to put roses on your grave. When you're sitting back in your rose pink Cadillac, making bets on Kentucky Derby Day, well, I'll be in my basement room with a needle and a spoon, another girl to take my pain away. Take me now, little Susie, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground. You can send me dead flowers every morning. You can send me dead flowers by the mail. Send me dead flowers to my wedding. And I won't forget to put roses on your grave. Take me now, little Susie, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground. You can send me dead flowers every morning. Send me dead flowers by the mail. Send me dead flowers to my wedding. That was a song by the Rolling Stones, if you didn't know. Allie, I see your chats, and I don't remember the chords to Anchorless. When Allie was still in Gnawing, we did a weekend where we covered I learned it by Propaganda, but also Weaker Thans then played it too, but the song Anchorless. And it was really cool. Except, man, we just didn't practice it enough. And so the first show, we didn't play it. I don't remember why. Or maybe we did. We did play it, and it went okay. The second show, we played it, and it did not go well. And so for the last two shows, when it got to that point in the set, every night I would look over at Allie and be like, and she, both nights, where she was like, nah. So we just didn't do it, and we never covered it again. And now I don't remember the chords. I can't remember what else. Somebody said another cover, but it's long gone, and the chat's too far away for me to scroll. So, guess you're going to have to deal with this other cover I have. It's an advertising trick where you act like people have a choice, but then you really have already decided the covers that you're going to play anyways. Watch Mad Men. Y'all will get it. I like the song because it's basically the same chords, and then it's also basically the same chords as another song in our actual discography. Damn, my drug buddy would be sick. I don't have the chords in front of me. Okay, so this is another song by a band that I've been pumping a lot lately, and I don't feel guilty about it because they're a great band. And people try and make me feel guilty about it because they play arenas, but I'm proud that they play arenas. So. Talk about it, carries on, reasons only new. When I talk about it, carries on, treason's all renew. Big need to talk about it, I could stand the proof. If we can get around it, I know that it's true. I talk about it, carry it on, reasons only new. But it's you that I fell into. Talk about it, carries on, reasons only new. I talk about it, carries on, treason's all renew. Big need to talk about it, I could stand the proof. If we can get around it, I know that it's true. I talk about it, put it on, never was it true. But it's you I fell into. I think there's a bridge here, I can't remember. Oh shit, there isn't. It's fine. But it's you I fell into. I fell into. It ends on a C7, I do know that. Oh, woo! That was a song by the Foo Fighters. But they wouldn't even sue me at that point because that was far from the original. Okay. This is the Foo Fighters. Now that's good. I have a couple more. This is the point of no return for covers. Fucking what are the chords of Drug Buddy? Yeah, I'm looking it up. If it's too complicated, I'm just gonna leave it. This is such a bad idea. Bad idea. Hope everybody's still hanging on with me. Yeah, I got the Ultimate Guitar app. Oh, it's a down a half step. There's a bunch of stuff. Oh, it's not that bad. It's fine. Let's move on. Let's stick to the program. Woo! No more requests for covers. I can't do requests for covers. Alright, so how about I just tell stories instead? So this is a song. We have played this live. This is a new song, but we have played this live. Whoever Coma Potion is, I'm gonna fight you because a B7 is hard. This is a song. So the song Matheson that was on the original tape and we re-recorded as just kind of a digital bonus for the 7-inch, was named after the street that I lived on in Charlotte when I was dating the person that the song is about, who I'm still dating. Now we're engaged. And so this song is called Crenshaw Avenue because currently I live on Crenshaw Avenue. Don't try and find my house. That's going to be creepy. But this one is really cool with a full band because it has a lot of dynamic changes. But it will not have a lot of dynamic changes because it's just me. Moved to the city, hell man. So I tell you to pay rent, but I'm so broke now, and I'm almost out of time to see you. So 95 as far north as it would go. Gave up fight and gave up coke. Can't say that I'm any better now. Just a little more settled down. Going to work is losing money. Putting bills on credit's kind of funny. And when the debt collector calls, I let the receiver fall and go see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. We were determined to make a life. Do it before 30 hit us right. But I don't have a plan. Just making this thing last as long as I can. Wouldn't trade the hard times away. Just make 'em move quicker, I guess. You can tell me something 100 times, but I have to learn the hard way like I do. Like I do. Like I do best. there's a line in the beginning of that song that says, "I sold my telly to pay rent," which is actually a true, while poetic, a true line. I previously had this same guitar, and I traded a bunch of stuff to get it when we first moved up here, and I was working like 4 part-time jobs, so I didn't really need to purchase a guitar, and it got to the point where I just wasn't making enough money and had to pay rent, and so I sold, and it was like my favorite guitar I'd ever owned. Like, I got it, played it, loved it. It's like, damn, I'll never get rid of this. 2 months later, had to sell that fucker to pay rent. Ooh, I hope my family isn't watching. I'm sorry. Sold it to pay rent and was really bummed. And then finally, 2 years later, almost to the day, I saved up and finally bought the same telly back. And it felt very victorious. And then 3 days later, the state of Virginia was put on a mandatory lockdown. So I get to spend a lot of alone time with this guitar, which is a blessing. And I won't ever get to hear it live, which is a curse. Hey, Bink. All right. So this is the reason why you all came here. I'm about to play Shaky, the song on the 7-inch titled Shaky that arrived today, that you can get by, I cannot look at the chat, by going to the Refresh Records website and ordering it there. Jackets are in, so they'll be shipping soon, as safely as they can. Just a caveat. This, of all of the songs that I played tonight, this song really relies on like a lot of fuzz and a lot of like cool shit that's happening, with the rhythm section, and that's just not here. We thought about it, we tried it, or we were gonna try and do it a couple weeks ago, but then we realized that it would be really silly to break quarantine for a 30-minute stream and kind of unethical, so we did not break quarantine. Hi, Chris. Hi, Christian. Love you. I feel kind of like they might just have it on mute somewhere, like I'm their boss and it's a Zoom meeting, but love you guys. So here is the song, Shaky, from the 7-inch Shaky, from the band Gnawing, from the record label Refresh Records, available tonight, today, tomorrow. It's just going to be available from here on out. Hands are shaking as I clean my dinner table. Pick the plate up, turn it over evenly. I don't have all the answers. In fact, I don't have one. Finding every little difference under a burning red sun. This is usually Ali and Christian's part. I don't know what's in your head, but I wish that I did. I don't know what's in your head, but I wish that I did. When you're outside, know it's raining, feel like I'm complaining. Standing outside, now it's raining, looking for you goodbye. I don't have all the answers. In fact, I don't have one. Finding every little difference under a burning red sun. This is where like the cool like wah-wah solo is. Christian goes crazy, but again, I'm not gonna do that because it's just a guitar by itself. I don't know what's in your head, but I wish that I did. I don't know what's in your head, but I wish that I did. I don't know what's in your head, but I wish that I did. I don't know what's in your head, but I wish that I did. Thanks a bunch. It wouldn't be a big budget rock production live stream without a little switch up here. So give me a second. I hope you guys can't see my sweatpants. Because I am indeed wearing sweatpants. Are we all? You do not hear pages turning. I definitely know my own songs that we released today. And I definitely don't have the lyrics right over here. This is another song that is on the Shaky 7-inch. It's on what we call the B-side, which is the flip it over, and that's the B-side. And my friend Wes Hamilton, who I've always been a big admirer of his pedal steel playing, I finally got to have him on a record, which was really cool because I love him, and he's an incredible pedal steelist. And he really adds a lot to that song. So if you haven't heard his pedal steel additions to that song, go listen to the song after this. Don't listen to it now because that'd be rude because I'm playing, but go listen to it later. Here we go. Oh, this is the one that is the exact same chord progression as the Foo Fighters song. And I guess I just knew it from listening to the Foo Fighters since I was in 9th grade to 8th grade, something. But I unintentionally wrote this as a Foo Fighters song. So Dave Grohl, please don't sue me. Or do, that could be kind of cool because then we could meet because we'd be in court together. How many songs I write, I'll never be the writing type. Just wanna unpack your world as much as that West Coast girl. Just never thought it out. There's no real reason to pout, but there's still just something about that West Coast girl. slow. There's something I got to know. Take it fast and take it slow. There's something I got to know. I think I was accidentally playing the Foo Fighters version of that song there. Even though it was years ago, there's something I got to know. Take it fast and take it slow. There's something I got to know. Even though it was years ago, there's something I got to know. Take it fast and take it slow. There's something I got to know. That West Coast girl. That West Coast girl. Okay, we are to the point of the evening where I'm gonna wrap it up and play one last song. As long as I get the go-ahead from Social Distance Party that I have fulfilled my contractual obligations of a time limit. I think I have. Thank you, Eric. I like what I did with that progression more than what the Foos did as well. I'm just kidding. I'm not under contractual obligation by Social Distancing Party. But now's a great time to say thank you so much to Social Distance Party for having me on. They are doing a really incredible service to a lot of people who have had entire tours, entire record releases, couldn't be me, displaced by COVID-19. And it feels silly to complain about losing a gig that 7 people would have showed up to in Brooklyn. But I think when we come out on the other side of this, music and art and all of those things that we hold near and dear and sometimes just kind of don't appreciate and take for granted, I think those things will be really important, and we will look back kindly in history at people like Bukta and Michael Kuhn and oh my god, I forgot his name, but I don't really know him, so I think that's okay. Ryan. But they are all great people, and they're doing really wonderful things, and Social Distance Party is a great thing. And go buy the record from Refresh Records. If you donate, it'll be given to Mutual Aid Distro of Richmond, who are doing great things. Shout out to Gucci Dogs. Shout out to Hot Guy Chat Room. Shout out to Josh Higgins for listening to the terrible versions of the songs that I sent him and still being like, yeah, these are good enough to put out. These are the demo ones. The ones that we put out are much better. Shout out to my bandmates. Shout out to my mom, my dad. Shout out to Chris Bell. Shout out to Alex Chilton. I think that's everything. All right, so this is the last song that I'm going to play tonight. I don't have anything else to say. I think I've talked a lot. Okay, bye. Wrap a string around my finger to remind me where you are. Wrap a string around my finger and I won't go far. Wrap a string around my finger to remind me where you are. Wrap a string around voice in and out of the telephone receiver. I can barely hear your words, but I need the mirror. Wrap a string around my finger to remind me where you are. Wrap a string around my finger and I won't go far. Wrap a string around my finger to remind me where you are. Wrap a string around my finger and I won't go far. 2,000 miles away and the phone doesn't ring. I know that you're busy, but me, I'm free. We suffer the distance, but we can't be apart. All I want you to know is you have my heart. I look back on my home and I know I'll miss it. I'll be the desert air and then we'll be kissing. Falling down is always open, falling out is not there. Touching hands in the airport, people look but I don't care. Wrap a string around my finger to remind me where you are. Wrap a string around my finger and I won't go far. Wrap a string around my finger to remind me where you are. Wrap a string around my finger and I won't go far. Okay, that is it for me. Thank you all so much for streaming and tuning in. Hopefully we don't have to continue doing concerts like this for so long. But for the time being, thank you to Social Distance Party for doing this incredible service to all of us. I hope I get to see all of you in real life very soon and hug you for buying the record and also just being a good friend but buying the record. And yeah, okay. Bye. Thank you.